And welcome back. Kids' use of social media is often on the minds of parents everywhere. The question is, how can we help make sure our kids are getting the best from their interaction with so many platforms out there? And with me today is two-time American Academy of Pediatrics author and spokesperson, as well as a mom to two young girls in Portland, Oregon, Dr. Whitney Casares. Welcome to Unscripted. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, there are so many concerns that parents tend to have. What would you say are the top three concerns of parents when it comes to their kids' use of social media?
You are so right. Parents I see in my clinical setting are the most concerned about who their kids are interacting with, what type of content they're seeing, and if their teens are spending their time well on social media. And these are concerns that Instagram's teen accounts were designed specifically to address.
Now, oftentimes we see or we hear or we discuss the downside when it comes to social media. What about the benefits of social media use by kids?
Yeah, you're so right. No parent wants a teen to be unsafe on the internet or for the internet to be unsafe in general. But a lot of parents also see social media as a way for teens to connect with their friends, to explore new interests. And so I love that Instagram's teen accounts really allow parents to feel reassured about who teens are interacting with, the type of content they're seeing, but also, it provides more opportunities for teens to be connected with their interests and with their friends.
Okay, now you mentioned the Instagram teen accounts. What are some of the built-in protections? Because oftentimes parents, they don't have the savvy that their kids have. What about some of the built-in protections?
So teen accounts are actually a new experience for teens, guided by parents, and teens have built-in protections which limit who they can interact with, which limit the type of content they can see, and which give them these new opportunities. And teens who are under 16 need their parents' permission to change any of these settings to be less strict. Instagram has actually placed already tens of millions of teens into teen accounts automatically. And some of the built-in protections I'm the most excited about are private accounts. This means that teens have to accept any new followers and that only their followers can interact with them and can see their content. They also have the strictest level of sensitive content control. So that means that they are only able to see age-appropriate content in places like Reels and on the Explore page. And then also they have sleep mode enabled. So from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., notifications are silenced and they're auto replies to direct messages.
Okay, now, when it comes to all of this, how can parents, best navigate conversations about a balanced social media use? I mean, when does supervision cross over to intrusion sort of thing?
Absolutely. This is something that I see parents struggling with and teens struggling with day in and day out in my clinical practice. And what I have found is that having open, honest conversations that are ongoing with your teen is the best way to promote digital well-being. The more that parents have these more open conversations using resources and tools like Instagram's teen accounts, the more reasonable teens are with their use and the safer they are as well.
Now, would you say that also supervision is an ongoing thing rather than, one and done right at the beginning?
Oh, absolutely. And while Instagram's teen accounts already have built-in protections, they actually realize that some parents want to be even more involved with their teen's experience. So they updated their parental control features. So it allows parents, for example, to have more insights into who their teens are chatting with. It allows parents to set total daily limits on how much time their teens are spending on the app, to have completely disabled access overnight, and also to be able to see what type of age-appropriate content that their teens are seeing. So I think parental control is critical, and being able to customize it to what feels comfortable and is great for your family is of utmost importance.
All right, and finally, where can people go? Where can we as parents and grandparents, however it is, go to learn more?
Absolutely. To learn more, go to instagram.com/teen accounts.
All right. Dr. Whitney Casares, thank you so much for joining us today, and hope a lot of people can put your words into practice. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.